Hi, my name is Elizabeth. I will be presenting the Airborne Express case for Group 5. We wanted to begin with the recent evolution of the express mail industry. Prior to 1996, there was flat prices on deliveries throughout the industry. It wasn't until 96 to 97 that UPS and FedEx began offering prices based on destination and speed of shipping. We saw technological advances allowing package tracking, scheduled deliveries, and print-off delivery labels, higher volumes of perishable goods, an increase in the pace of business cycles, and that express mail became the standard for delivering important business information. In the late 1990s, the economy rose and the industry consolidated. It was more difficult at this time for smaller companies to compete due to scaled economies. Larger companies were better able to implement the hub and spoke strategy. They were able to operate their trucks at a greater percentage of full. Delivery software and jets were very costly at this time, more so for smaller companies. And smaller companies began focusing on international shipping, heavy cargo, advertising to price-sensitive customers, and offering only 2-day shipping. The survival and prosperity of Airborne Express really depended on having some very unique activities that were difficult to replicate. One of those was having a narrow target population consisting of business deliveries and major shippers only, acquiring their own airport to lower cost, purchasing used aircraft, outsourcing 60 to 65% of their delivery volume to independent delivery services, no mass marketing, focusing on those business customers and offering special incentives for larger accounts. Ray Berry, the VP of Field Services Administration for Airborne Express, was quoted saying, "The customer needs we have targeted to fill are what we are best at. Since we can't be all things to all people, we pick our kind of customer deliberately." It's obvious that Airborne Express was very intentional with these activities. They wanted to have a very specific place in the market and a very specific target customer to be able to maintain the strategic advantage and exploit it to the best of their abilities. Now, our strategy is really to take what Airborne Express is already doing well and just take it to the next level. So one thing that's important to note is Airborne's cost advantage. When looking at their overnight letter delivery costs, when compared to FedEx, they have about a $2 cost advantage overall. They have minimal advertising and IT expenses, minimal customer service and labor expenses due to being a smaller company. And across their board, they're able to operate at slightly lower cost in almost every single category. Here you can see the breakdown of their cost advantage. And you can also note at the bottom that the pricing is very different compared to FedEx with Airborne. Although Airborne has a significant cost advantage, they don't price nearly as high as FedEx. They maintain those low prices, and so they actually only have a profit margin 12 cents higher than that of FedEx. So Airborne is in a position where it really could increase its prices if it wanted to be more comparable with what FedEx is offering, but that would not be consistent with what will really strengthen the company's position. What will strengthen their position is maintaining that narrow target market, maintaining their low cost, increasing packages delivered on time to match the competition at 99%. Right now they're at 96%, so we do have some room for improvement there. Build stronger relationships with RPS, increase international business, and as customers move from single sourcing, capture that lost market share from FedEx, and then also increase engage business partners by providing self-serve web platforms and even creating an application to process and track those deliveries to be able to best serve their narrow target market. Now, why these competitors cannot replicate Airborne's set of activities, competitors such as UPS and FedEx, is because the activities are difficult to replicate. They offer low costs in a narrow scope. They have no bells or whistles, similar to Southwest and its organization. Airborne Express is content with their position in the market. They aren't greedy. They aren't trying to get all the market share in the market like FedEx and UPS. Competing with each other or trying to do. Some of their activity choices were actually made by chance. They bought an airport located where property taxes were really low, just when the opportunity presented itself, and therefore, it's difficult for other companies to be able to replicate that kind of opportunity. They focus on deliveries in the next day or 2 days, allowing them to operate with fewer jets. And FedEx and UPS, like we mentioned, are more focused on capturing market share from each other and trying to get share in every aspect of the market. So same day, next day, 2 day, etc. Airborne Express really knows their place in the market. They're content with their place in the market. They don't have to worry about UPS or FedEx trying to narrow in on that market segment. And they have an opportunity to grow within that scope, to grow internationally, to grow with their web presence, with an application. And as long as they are able to maintain those low prices while they are best serving that target customer, then they're going to be able to maintain that strategic advantage. Thank you.